gonna get straight to it. These are the materials that I use to make my U-part wig. First, we have ISee Hair's Mongolian Kinky Curly. I have some T-pins, my needle and thread. I also have this closure in 18 inches that I'm not gonna use, side combs, and a mesh dome style wig cap, a canvas blockhead that I got from Amazon, and a mannequin head holder. To keep myself entertained, I'm watching The Bachelorette. You just put on your show or movie of choice, making sure that the blockhead is secure. I'm gonna use this dome cap and just stick it right on. Now I'm gonna draw my part. I'm using anything that will show up on the wig cap itself, just kind of guessing where I would like the part to go. You have to consider that when you cut it, it will become wider than what it looks like when it's drawn. So I try not to make it too big. I'm using my 2 fingers as my guide. I'm gonna block that part out. Now I'm gonna take my bundle and double weft it, starting from the very back and the bottom. I'm trying to fit as many as possible. I'm pinning it down so I can secure the part that I want to start at. When I start a new bundle, I stick the needle through the weft and pull. I have a long string, so I'm just gonna pull all the way and then tie a knot to make it tight and secure. Tie another knot and another knot. Then I'm gonna start stitching. I like to do a double loop kind of situation when I'm starting off a new track. So I like to loop the needle through the thread and loop it a second time just to make sure that the tracks are secure. I might be doing a little bit of overkill here, but I haven't had any problems with my tracks when it comes to my wigs, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now I'm gonna pin the other side of this track to make sure that it doesn't fall down and I get everything in place. I definitely could be spacing my stitches further away, and I'm gonna do that later on. Here's a close-up of what I've done so far as I get to the other side. Pinning the wefts is critical to making sure things stay in place and don't move around while you're stitching. Now I'm speeding up to where I have to do the fold over method. All I'm going to do is stitch through the weft again and then pull. I'm not stitching into the elastic band of the wig either. And then loop. I'm gonna show you exactly how I loop right here. Now that I have that one corner secured, I'm folding over and pinning down away from where I'm going to make that first stitch to make that next row. Second row coming out good. I'm going to use my finger again as a guide to see how far I should make the spacing for the tracks. Make sure when you pin, it's nice and tight so the wefts don't hang. I'm back on the other side so I can start the fold over method again. I pinned the track to the canvas to keep it in place. I hope this is good enough for you to see how I'm using the T-pins to frame where I want to start stitching, but I'm not gonna put the T-pin exactly there because I need to get in there. Now that that's anchored, let's get to the other side of this wig. After I've repeated the process a couple times, we're almost done, and I'm opening up a new bundle to get to the top of this wig. Because I'm at the top, I've started single wefting, and I am now going to connect one weft to another just by stitching it as close together as possible. I'm going to take a track, cut it, so I'm just going to place it along this blue line that I drew and pin it in place so that it doesn't move. This is going to be the U of the U part. After that, I'm going to go back in and fill in the missing pieces, just enough because I know that this hair is curly and it's going to get really full. I've reached the other side. This is the last stitch, guys. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Make sure it's nice and tight and secure. And we are done. This is the final product. I'm going to figure out how to put it on my head. If you want to see that, I'll have another video for you. Now it's time to cut this. Oops. I didn't even realize that I had color on the canvas head. That's awkward. I'm just gonna take some scissors, pray, and cut down the middle. Then you're gonna cut the excess off without cutting the strings that you sewed on. And please use a sharp pair of scissors. My scissors were terrible, so I had to cut it off camera. This is the final result. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more content.